Right, we are at Scammonden Hillclimb, right next to the reservoir at the side of the M62. As you can tell, or maybe not tell from the footage, it is very steep as Epping. Very short, one of the shortest in the UK, 20 odd seconds for a run. So yeah, let's see how it goes. We've just had a brief shower. We have been waiting an hour because the timing isn't working. As you can tell, it's very hilly, very treey, so the Wi-Fi and the phone signal struggles to work. So we've been having issues with the timing, but hopefully that's sorted now. So we will do this practice and then see how many runs we get and try and get quicker and quicker as always. Yeah, this is about as grassroots as it gets. Scammonden Hillclimb, let's see how we get on. Jesus Christ! Let's put some fuel in. Right, coming down for timed run 1. We've had a brief shower again, so not ideal conditions, but the track is mainly dry. We got fuel starvation on that practice run because I've got no idea what's in. I've put the 10 litres in that I've come with. I'm hoping that's enough to last me for the runs. If it isn't, we're a bit screwed. So let's see if we can make it to the top with no issues for fuel, and then we need to start neatening up the route. That will just to blur that first run. So yeah, let's try and be neat and precise. So 28, we're going to aim for a 27 for this, for the first timed run. And then see if we get some dry runs after lunch. We've had a lot of delays, so this is the only run before lunch. That's a bit better. Still very scruffy, but we're into the 27s. Right, timed run 2 after lunch. So 27.3 I think in that last one. Out and out records of 26.3, so we're a second off. I still was getting a bit of fuel hesitation, but I've got no more fuel with me, so let's see how this one goes. I think the problem is it's so steep and my fuel pickup's right at the front of the tank, so all the fuel's going to the back. We're accelerating and with it being so steep, so I might have to shoot out to a petrol station if I get any hesitation in this one. But let's try and be quicker. Let's try and get into a 26. See if the grip's there. It's definitely warmed up a bit and it's fully dry now, so we're never going to get away quick off the start line because it's really uphill and the start line condition is crap. But let's see if we can get a bit more grip everywhere else. ideal, but we're into a 26. Yeah, lost it on the start of the S's. Right, time run number 3. Just spitting slightly, but hopefully it won't affect it. So no fuel starvation on that last one. Fingers crossed we get away with another one. The first corner and this last corner were absolutely nailed, but very squirrely and all over the place through the S's. So that's the aim on this one. We need her through there, and we can definitely shave a few more temps off. This section here, very technical, need to be neat and precise. So yeah, let's see how this one goes, see if we can get an even lower 26. We're about half a second off the record. I need to walk gearbox up, I think. Oh man. Right, time run number 4. We've just been told we'll get one more after this, so time run 4 and time run 5. We need to shave some off. I need to caress second gear. It's never straightforward, is it? Even on a 26-second hill climb. Yeah, I don't know if it's gear issues. I don't know if I was trying to put it in too quick, not press the clutch enough. So I need to be a bit more sympathetic getting into second gear, and then nail the rest of the run and see if we can shave any off at 26.8. Probably the warmest it's been all day now. The sun is trying to break through, so no complaints grip wise. Let's just see if we can put one together. We shaved a bit off, still not perfect, still struggling to go into second, but a tiny fraction off. Right, fifth and final time run. The clouds may be about to open, so let's see if we can get one in before it starts raining. Second gear issues again on that last one, but it was a PB. So we're at 26.6, is it, I think? 26.7 maybe, I can't remember, but yeah, we need to shave another 2 or 3 temps off if possible. So it's certainly there if we can nail it and the car holds together. We need to get the second gear shift correct. It needs to go in. If it doesn't go in, we've screwed it. But yeah, let's pray it goes in, and then we're starting spitting now, so we may be too late, but we'll see. I'll just play it by ear, see how it is. Bloody hell! That's what you get when you're pushing it. I broke something. Right, back from an eventful day at Scammonden Dam. This is the following week because I've been away for a week, so I had to literally limp the car home with the Space Saver wheel on. You'll have seen pictures of the bent wheel, buckled wheel. And then yeah, straight on holiday the following day. So I've just got back and I've got an event this coming weekend, so I don't know if the car is going to be sorted or not. The wheel I'm dropping off tomorrow to try and get repaired. They think they can repair it, the alloy wheel place, so hopefully they can. Otherwise I'm going to have to put my OEM wheels back on, which are not ideal because they're not as wide. Offset's terrible, but we'll see if we can repair this wheel and see if the tyre's savable as well. Otherwise I'm going to have to sort 2 tyres out. So it's all hands to the pump. I may get to Kerbera this weekend, I may not, and then I'm going to have to get the car aligned as well, because yeah, it's driving with the steering wheel to one side, so something's been knocked or come loose or bent. I've had a quick look underneath and I can't see anything obvious badly bent or broken, and it did drive home okay with the Space Saver wheel on, so you know, it's not terminal, shall we say, but it took an almighty thump and knocked the steering right out. So hopefully it's just something needs realigning, but we'll find out in the week. The main front brace, chassis brace if you like, is scraped underneath where it's obviously hit something, but it's not cracked. I can't see it's cracked or bent or anything, so hopefully that's okay, but we'll have a good look. Back to the day, and it was okay time wise. Let's have a look at the times because I can't remember off the top of my head what they were. So we started time run with a 27.3. So yeah, the aim was about a 27 or into a 26 if I could. The record is a 26.4 I think it is, something like that. So if we could get into a 26, that would be great. We did it on time run 2. We did a 26.8, so that was only about half a second off the overall record. And then time run 3, back to having gear issues yet again, this time second gear that's wearing out. But it could have been a multitude of factors, like I said on the video. I could have been not been pressing the clutch in, it wasn't warmed up enough, but yeah, ultimately it's had some abuse. I've not replaced the synchro on second or fourth, and they're starting to get troublesome. In fact, the other guy that was there, Sam in his Porsche, had to retire after one run because he was having gearbox issues. So they do take some abuse when you try to rag them through the gears, even though this particular event we only used first and second, never even got out of second gear. So yeah, back to time run 4,
and we shaved a little bit off. It's still sticky getting into second, but it went in, and we got a 26.7, and then we got told we were getting 1/5 and final run. So it was, right, let's go all in. The last corner, barely lift, so I started off by braking a bit, then coasting a bit, then just a slight lift. So I thought for the last run I'm going to be as brave as I dare and try and not lift at all, and ultimately, yeah, the grip, the tyres said no. The problem you've got with hill climbs is, as you've seen, on sprint events, on circuit events, you can push and push and push beyond the limits, and you've got run off and you've got grass and track and whatever else. On a hill climb, 9 times out of 10 you've got a barrier or an obstruction, and that's part of the thrill of it and part of the skill. So yeah, pushed too much on that last one, understeered around that last corner, and then there was just nowhere to go. So you tried to save it on the grass, and unfortunately at Scammonden, down the side of the track are some really deep insect gullies where the water runs off to, because it's a very steep hill, and the gullies are like, there's a drop of 5 or 6 inch to them. I've whacked one of them with a front wheel, and yeah, no front wheel and tyre combination in the world I think would have took that well. So having low profile tyres on doesn't help whatsoever. So the wheels took a big hit. As I say, there might be something else that's bent or damaged, but we'll find out in the week. So yeah, we finished with a best time of 26.7, which is decent, but probably could have, there was another 2 or 3 attempts there in perfect conditions. It was never perfect conditions like Kerbra, like Three Sisters the week before. It was dry enough that we got some good runs, but never 100% ideal, shall we say. So if I go back again, there's definitely another few attempts to shave off, and hopefully could get near the record. But yeah, unfortunately didn't end too well. Just thankful that it's not serious damage, or it doesn't seem like it is. And yeah, the car took it as well as it could over that big hit. So there we go. We will see if we can make Kerbra next weekend or not. Thank you.